Well, hello there. It's me, Free Spirit. Remember me? Seems like I make a lot of these "Where the hell have I been" videos. It's been a couple of months. See that little kitten ringing the bell? That's little baby Ruby. She's gonna be so big now. Oh my goodness. I have been scrambled is a good word for it, I guess, for a few months. Just overwhelmed with too many thoughts, ideas, just spinning, going in circles, and then being paralyzed and not doing anything. So I have been maintaining my sanity with normal activities, the normal daily care and love of the animals, and building an addition to the corral outside so that this winter my horses have a lot more space that's not going to turn into a mud hole if we get a lot of rain. And so I was painting out there, and just about every day I was thinking I should record some of this and put it together, maybe do a voiceover. And then I would start thinking, and my camera was actually giving me a lot of troubles. It wasn't turning on all the time, and then it would tell me that the battery was gone, and it wasn't, and just was annoying. And so I was thinking about getting another camera, but times are a little tight, so I put that on the shelf. And meanwhile, I also needed to upgrade, replace basically my microphones, my binaural microphones. And the ones I had were still okay, but they were starting to get a tiny bit crackly hissing that I didn't like. And so I put an order in. And for some reason, even though I'd ordered them probably 3 or 4 times over the past 10 years or so, since I had my channel, for some reason they were sending them from Japan. So I just assumed, forget about it for a month. I kept going to the update to see if they had been shipped and, track internationally. Long story short, I never got them. The last post said delivered and delivered to Los Angeles. And I don't live in Los Angeles. I don't even live in Los Angeles County. So I called Amazon and explained the situation. I had waited over a month after it said that it was delivered because I assumed they were in customs and eventually they would work their way up here. But no. So they credited my account, and I went back online and ordered them, and they were shipped locally, and I got them in 3 days. So that was bizarre. So I have them. But you might ask, how am I recording this then? Well, funny thing. A few weeks ago, my ex-husband said, "Did you order me some earphones as a gift delivered from Amazon?" I said, "What the heck? Okay, first of all, I have a P.O. box and everything comes to my P.O. box. We do share a P.O. box to make a few things easier. But he has his own mailing address, which is not my address. Not even close. Not the same street. They got there. I don't know how. They went right to his house." So when I told him what it was, and that it wasn't going to be anything he could use anyway, of course, then he believed me, but the whole story was bizarre. But so here I am. I have 2 sets. So I thought I'd show you this. And then I have another project that I was so excited about. I got this back in the beginning of November. And then all this nonsense with YouTube came up about putting ads on the end of my videos, and it bothered me so bad I just kind of just broke down. Just went into a funk about it. I went back to my old Patreon page, and I had put it on pause, just stopped using it altogether. So I went back and I kind of refreshed a few things and took a few old things off, and there's still some interesting stories and videos and things that are up there. And I've got to set up the whole payment thing again, and I just got stuck and frustrated, so I haven't gone that far yet. I'm not really ready to commit to the Patreon again. So here I am. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really sorry if you get advertisements after my videos, but I'll try and, maybe put a little warning in my description as to the length of the video so that you can set a sleep timer or use an ad blocker or whatever you need to do, even though I have 20,000 plus subscribers, it's just not enough to really make a difference. And I only get paid by YouTube when I reach $100. So that's like every 2 or 3 months sometimes. So it's not very much, but I'm hoping to be more regular, make some shorter videos, and just see where it goes, because it sure would help. But thank you so much to some of my beautiful subscribers that do super thanks. Oh my gosh, it always seems to be just the perfect timing to sort of close the gap and give me that threshold amount so I can get paid. I really appreciate you. And well, I don't want to talk about all the things, because this was a really bad year last year, 2023. Goodbye. I didn't get to do much of the things that I love the best. And this year, so far, part of my funk is because I'm not doing the things that make me happy, which is riding horses and making ASMR videos. The two of my favorite things. And I'm going to change that. So here we are. I'm going to start with this one. I hope that you're still with me. Don't leave me. Stay. Okay. So, I just got stuck in my head, just questioning myself. I actually made a couple of videos and deleted them because I was so just frustrated and very hyper judgmental. So here I am. I've missed you. So let's look at this first, and then I'll tell you what the other thing is. It's kind of a fun toy that I thought would get me out of my doldrums, and it's still sitting here. I even put the batteries in it. I still haven't used it. These are Roland binaural in-ear microphones. So they're actually earphones for monitoring and to record at the same time. So I actually have them, no, this is just a monitor. I have them here on the table, not in my ears, but in your ears. And when I record outside, when I go to the horses and go camping and things like that, I wear them so that you can hear what I'm hearing binaurally, and I can also hear what I'm recording because I use the Zoom over here. I have the Zoom that I've got the microphones plugged into, which records everything for me. And then I upload that to my computer and do the editing. So they do come well packaged. Nothing falls out. They protect the very sensitive recording microphones. And there are the directions, of course. Little kitten thought twice about coming up. And in the back, in this plastic tray, we have all the little accessories. There's a very soft bag, kind of a cottony fabric with drawstrings. You can keep the microphones in there which I'm going to do this time. I sort of fell apart on my practice of doing that on the last ones. And we also have some little ear inserts. I don't know what you call these doohickeys. Different sizes for different ears, which I've just figured out now that I need the biggest one to keep these things in my ears. These things down here. So on the other set I have the largest ones. So they stay in. And then this one is a sound muffler, wind guard that goes over the little microphones like that. And that's what I have here, so I don't get very harsh sounds. And then the cord is neatly coiled and stuck in the back there. I'm just going to leave those in there until the first time I use them. And what I'm planning to do is I'm going to order an adapter that will go onto my Zoom. It will plug down here where I have optional microphones as well, and I can adapt it to take this. I'm very technical here, you can tell. I know the names of all this stuff. Anyway, this jack will fit into the adapter, and the adapter will fit in here where the other microphones would go, and that way I can have the microphones like right here to talk to you in both of your ears, and I can have the other set close to the action. So that will be exciting. And I like it that everything's really small, and I can hide it and put it in different places, and I don't have to have a lot of other accessories. So that's why I use that. So let's see, I'm going to show you the other thing I have here that I'm very excited about. As you know, I really love to feed the birds, and in the winter I start up again. I've just started recently feeding the birds out a little ways from the house because it attracts the squirrels and the mice and rabbits and all that. So I stopped in the summertime and in the fall, and now that everybody has settled down out there and I haven't seen any squirrels, I'm going to put up this new item, and we'll see what kind of wildlife I actually get out there, because I have seen all kinds of different birds. I've seen coyotes, I've seen roadrunners, and lots of stray dogs. Did you guess? It's a trail camera for watching wildlife. I've been wanting one for a long time, and they finally went on sale. It's a 4K trail camera, auto recording. It's motion activated, and it also works at nighttime too. So that'll be really fun to see who comes to drink the water out there at nighttime, because I fill it almost every day. It says audio recording, a 2-inch color LCD screen, 80 feet detection distance, no glow infrared night vision, and a 0.2 second trigger speed with 3 PIR sensors. So this is going to be on my big Deodora cedar tree out there, and I trimmed the branches away so from the road no one's going to be able to tell that there's something mounted on my tree, because I don't want anybody to steal it. And I am going to wrap it around the base of the tree facing towards the water, and it's going to be a couple feet off the ground, and it has a very nice wide range. So I was practicing with it a little bit just to see how to use it, but that was 2 months ago, and hopefully I haven't forgotten. but it has 3 infrared sensors, and it works from a wide range of temperatures, that's for sure, from -4 Fahrenheit to 140 Fahrenheit, so we'll not hit either of those extremes here. And it has a 120-degree wide angle, so you'll be able to see quite a bit. It comes with this booklet, of course. Thanks for purchasing this trail camera. Please read before using this equipment. So I've already read it all about loading the batteries and inserting the SD card, because that's how you record and then bring it in to put on the computer. And it's in a few different languages, so it's not very many pages, only like that. Yeah. Neatly packed in here, this little bag. Pretty hefty. Maybe I should put you down here a little bit more so you can see. Hopefully I didn't break it. This is the way it would be on the tree, like this. And let's see. I'm going to make this a little bit brighter. Okay. Maybe that's better. Getting a little late in the day because, of course, it took me a while to get myself set up here. So it's heavy-duty plastic, and it has 1, 2, 3 sensors. I think those are sensors. And then the camera up here. And you open it on the side. It's waterproof, and it has a few different ways that you can mount it. You could put a strap through here, through these holes, to suspend it. Or they also have, I'll show you, it has like a little belt. And that's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to wrap around the tree. I'll be putting it through this little slot there. Ooh, yeah. And this is how you open it on the side. Just unclick, fold it back, and then the bottom part opens. And there you have a little screen, a little monitor. And let's see if I can remember how this dang thing works. I always like to play with stuff before I try to set it up, because a lot of times I'm barking up the wrong tree, you might say. So there, I push the button for the power, and it says protected. And I am going to pop out the SD card on the side right here. Now it's telling me no card. I'm going to make sure that this is not locked. Okay. This is a 32 gigabyte memory card, Elite Pro. Okay. And then this red light comes on, starts blinking. And oh, there's Margot. Alright. So now it's showing me when I pointed at me. So the camera is working. And let's see. This says aim. So this is part of the setup where you would take a look at it once I set it on the tree. There's an M for manual, so you can set the clock and the typical choices of things like on a smartphone or camera, photo, video, the interval, the sensor level, flash modes if you want flash. And I'll go through all that again to make sure I've got it all locked on. Yeah, I'll have to set the clock and the date, but at least I got the batteries in there. And then once you get it set, then you click it to the on position, set it out in the tree. I don't think I have it set. I did practice with it, and it sensed me, and it went click. Well, it didn't make a noise, but it did take a picture, and it was very funny because I didn't know if it worked or not, but when I went to look at the photos, oh, there's a button to eject the battery tray down below. When I went to look at the photos that were in here, it was sort of horrifying because I didn't know it was taking pictures of my face very close and wide angle at that. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to taking a look out there. There's been a hawk that's been coming by a lot. Oh, I think it's taking, yeah, it's taking pictures. Hey, I'll take your picture. There you go. When the blue light goes, it's sensing movement. Boop. And it takes a picture. And then I can set it to take short bursts of video as well. And I can't wait to share some of those with you once we get a few interesting critters on there. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off now. And I'll be sure and share some footage from this once I get some practice with it, and feed the birds a little bit more frequently so that they'll start coming every day. Okay, our little kitten is playing with sticks from my firewood pile. Okay then. I'm glad I finally sat down to get caught up with you. I'm sorry it's been so long. I hope you're all doing really well. It's hard times, confusing times, frustrating, difficult, but it's bringing a lot of people together. It's opening conversations that need to be had. And a lot of people are realizing that they need to reach out for help from friends and family. And, you know, it's not good to be alone and be questioning yourself. And, you know, I definitely go through phases. I feel the need to have a lot of private time. And then I find myself just all the thoughts, you know, too much. So I've been taking a lot of quiet time to myself, focusing on the animals and the things that I can control, and taking my own advice to shine out whenever possible. Feeling good. When you're feeling good, just imagine amplifying that and sharing that. Don't have to tell anybody, you don't have to say a word, just spread the good stuff when you can. Have good thoughts. And look forward to new things. New experiences and new, better thoughts. Motivation. Yeah. have several videos that I want to make. I have one cooking one, and I still want to look at some of the things that I used to be involved with years ago that you might find interesting. A little more show and tell stuff. And for sure, I'll bring you out with me to the horses now that I have the new microphones. You do a little bit of grooming or whatever you would like. If you're a horse person, if you just love horses, just let me know what you'd like me to show you. It could be about their food, or it could be about grooming, or their equipment, or whatever you like, okay? And for the cooking, if there's something particular that you're interested in seeing, I was thinking of making some pasta. I have a pasta maker that I've been enjoying, trying to stay with that, discipline of eating whole foods or making my own from ingredients that I can source that I know are better than the packaged stuff. Yeah. So, if you have any other ideas, suggestions, things that I haven't done in a while, I want to show all of my oracle card decks. I never got to do that. Still a lot of things to show and to share. Always good sounds at the table. So I'll leave you with a little comforting, swishy, soft hugs and best wishes. Until we meet again.